Is competing as a natural bodybuilder worth it? In this video, I will give you guys the pros and cons. I want you guys to really be aware of that video if ever you decide to compete later, because those are things that I wish someone had told me before starting my competition. I just did one, but trust me, I've learned so much through that one. Alright, so let's jump straight into it. First thing you want to ask yourself is, why do you want to compete? A lot of us would think that if we compete and win that competition, well, guess what? Sponsors will throw money at us and they will sign deals and they will sign contract, and then you're officially a young LA athlete or whatever. But that is not the case, especially not for natural bodybuilding. Alright, unfortunately, there's less eyes on it and it's less appealing to most of the audience. Alright, so if your goal is getting sponsors, you're way better going through the social media route, posting more on social media and building up your accounts. All right, that's the first thing, because I know a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna compete, I'm gonna win, and then things will come to me. Not really. It doesn't work that way. All right, especially not in natural bodybuilding. That is the first thing. Second thing, I want to talk a little bit about the cons before jumping on the pros. All right, so the first thing, when you're a natural lifter, you have to diet down. All right, of course, you gotta get stage ready, lean, get that body fat percentage down. But it's not just about dieting down, it's also the impact that it will have on your hormones that will last long term, a lot longer than what you think it will be 4, 8, 6 weeks. No, it will last a lot longer for your natural testosterone level to come back to where it was. All right, because dieting, doing your cardio, depleting your body, going to that stage as a natural lifter, it does has an impact on your hormones, and unfortunately it's not fun on the mental or on the physical. All right, when I was competing, well, I competed once. All right, I don't want to say when I was competing as if I competed every single weekend, but in that time, guys, I was super lonely, super isolated. My mental health really took a big hit because you're not eating as much fat, your testosterone levels are dropping. People would talk to me, clients will talk to me, they will tell me they had a bad day. A client told me they almost got fired, and I'm like, yeah, well, what do you want me to do? I'm hungry, let's go get the workout done. I gotta do my cardio. You get very isolated and you get very selfish, and be ready for it, because even if you're the most friendly person ever, when you're on prep 4 weeks out and maybe eating, I don't know, 1800 calories and doing 2 hours of cardio a day or an hour of cardio a day, someone will try to have that little chit chat with you and you will brush them off, and you will kind of look a little bit rude to them because they're not understanding where you're coming from. And also on your mental, it would be draining. I would have friends calling me, I would hang on the phone while they're talking and then send them a message, be like, bro, I'm super busy, I can't talk right now, just because I don't want to talk to them. All right, so mentally it does something to your mind. All right, I remember in this prep, I wanted to open a bagel shop, I wanted to travel to Thailand, and what else? I had like all the projects, because your mind start going in all those places because you're putting so much stress on your body. All right, so be ready for that and have a good mental support team. If you've got no girlfriend, no family, no parents, no friends, it will be a lot harder than having, let's say, family and friends that are there to support you, and that maybe, I don't know, you come back home and your girlfriend already helped you with the dishes. Things like that can go a long way. Second thing, you gotta understand that yes, it's isolating, like I said, but it's also very time consuming. So when you're prepping for a show, it's not the same as just training and looking in shape. You can look very good in the gym, but the things that it takes for you to step on a stage is practicing your posing, cardio, the training, the posing again, calculating every single thing, making sure that every single thing is nailed. And a lot of times is looking at pictures, looking at posing. I remember I used to take the progress pics every single morning last 2 weeks and look at them again and then calculate so much things that now thankfully I don't even need to think about, but it's very time consuming. All right, it's not just the hour at the gym, it's all your day. And if you have a job or you have a family, yes, it might be good for the support system having that family, but also understand that it's gonna take away a lot of your social life. People will wanna go out. Me, for my birthday was the 2nd November, the show was 7 or 8. My friends wanted to go out. I couldn't even go out. I was at home eating my tuna salad, all right? And it's a lot of sacrifices, time consuming, a lot of sacrifices in terms of social life. All right, moving on, your libido will be impacted. 4 weeks out, like I said, I had no boner, and it didn't come up until 4 weeks after the show. All right, so your libido will be impacted, your sex life, and it comes with that your mood, your testosterone levels are dropping. So you can imagine someone with no testosterone is depressed. So you might feel a little bit of depression. And this is not a video that I want to demotivate people, but I wish I had that information because nobody told me. And if someone would have told me, I would have been like, okay, so it's normal. But I didn't know. I wouldn't know. And I'm the kind of guy that wouldn't tell my coach everything because I want to pretend that I'm badass. So I would be like, yeah, it's all good. Don't worry, I got it, you know. But little did I know, I didn't get it because it was hard on me. All right, moving on. It's expensive. It's not cheap, huh? It's not cheap. Even for naturals, us naturals, we don't even take drugs. I don't even know how people can take drugs and spend all the money on drugs as well. But for us, I had the tanning, I had the hotel, I had the trip. Just getting the card to compete in the CPA, it's like, I don't know, $200 if I'm not mistaken. And then signing up to the show, every division is at $150, and then paying a coach. All right, coach is not free. You're looking minimum $300 a month. All right, and your coach is gonna want to be with you for like at least 4 months. So this is $1,200 just for the coach. My posing trunks for classic and bodybuilding for $200. It adds up. The tanning $250, and then the girl told me, "Oh, you're too white. I gotta put a bit more on you." Okay, and then at the end she's like, "Oh, that was by the way an extra $100." Man, this is $350. The hotel, the Airbnb, the Ubers. It adds up. Moving on, so it's expensive. Moving on, for you to get back after the show, for you to get back to where you were before starting the prep, is not gonna be overnight. It's gonna take time, and it's gonna be a slow process, and you will be dealing with cravings that you never had before. Okay, me, I remember I used to wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm just smelling the bread sometimes. I'm like, oh, I just want a piece of bread. I started going crazy. I used to go to a bagel shop and just wait outside and look at the people eating bagels. And it kind of, I used to watch the mukbang, seriously. I used to watch that on prep, and that's how crazy you become. So it takes you a while to get back to where you were. Also physically, you can't go back to benching 2 plates because you benched 2 plates a week ago. It's gonna take you time to build back that strength. A lot of people get injured because after your show, your body is so stressed, dehydrated, you're just so stressed that you want to go back to the previous weight. See you in 2-3 months, all right? Because if you try to go back, you'll get injured. So there's no gains between your time prep, let's say 16 weeks out till 10 weeks to 12 weeks after. So this is 16 plus 25 weeks that no gains. You're not making any gains. You're not making gains cutting down, and you're not making gains coming out of a show. All right, so it's half a year that you're wasting for no gains. So it's another thing that you want to think about. Okay, now let's talk about the pros. It's a good personal achievement. It is a personal achievement. Even though I messed up a lot of things and my peak week I didn't do it well, I stepped on stage all bloated, full of water, but it's okay. Because if you did that, if anybody step on stage, I kind of respect them in a manner that somebody that haven't done it can't understand. Why I'm saying that? If someone is watching and think that I'm talking about them, I'm not. But there was a lot of people that signed up for the show, and a lot of people signed up for many shows and they drop out. I had a friend and he signed up for the show and he kind of hesitated, dropped out, this, that, and I'm not blaming him. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing. You have a life, you have everything. We don't do it full time, all right? So just the fact that you make it on stage, even if you take last, even if you don't even step on stage, you make it there, you won, all right? It's not to be like, oh, just the winner or just whatever. I don't want to be the guy that says everybody won. No, of course there's a winner, but it's a personal big achievement. Number 2, it helps you build content. Because when I was on my prep, I remember I used to document everything. When you document stuff, people enjoy it, they feel like they're part of it. And this is why I love doing content when I'm having a goal, which is my third point. It gives you a goal. A lot of people like me, we're a bit extremists, and when we don't have a goal, we're a bit like ants, you know, we're going everywhere. So it gives you a goal, it gives you somewhere to look at. Number 4, potential coaching career. You will have the experience and eventually you will learn more about it and be able to teach others. If you go to that place, now you can guide people to go there. All right, so potential coaching career, potential passion. Not everybody that competed necessarily they're good coaches, but if you're a good coach, I believe that you need to at least have done it once or twice successfully. All right, and moving on, it puts yourself in something hard. When you're competing, well, when you go through that prep and you know that I've been through that prep, through those hard weeks, I've slept hungry, I woke up hungry, I did these many steps, I did my cardio, I trained depleted and flat. Well, nothing can really stop me in life. So it's a good reminder to know, all right? So that's pretty much it. Let me guys know what you think. Do you want more content like that? Do you have any questions? Let me know down in the comments. I covered everything in this video that I was thinking about. It's an aspect that not a lot of people talk about, you know? It's the mental battle that you're going through when you're in prep or when you're dieting down and training and all is the hardest one, you know? It's really you versus you. And you gotta beat that battle against yourself every single day. That's it for this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you soon. Subscribe. Ciao. Thank you.